Hi, and welcome to Math 109. In this video, we're going to quickly go through the Blackboard page, which doesn't have much on it. Then we're going to hop over to Lumen, which is where our course, all the material, all the assignments will be. So we're going to be using a different site kind of as the home page for our course, and we'll look at what that looks like. Then we will go over the syllabus, talk about a few things. I'll ask you to read the syllabus on your own thoroughly, but we'll go over a couple important points. And then in a separate video that you'll see in Lumen under Unit 1, I'll be going over kind of the course structure, the structure of the actual website, and what you should be thinking about doing now just to kind of look around, and what you're going to be doing week 1. So let's get into it. So once you get into Blackboard, you should see something that looks like this. You're going to go to Information, and then you will see this video here so that you can watch this as you're going through things, but you're not going to see it now because I haven't made it yet. But then what you're going to do is you're going to go to this website, which will open up to something like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to go Enroll in a New Course, so this button here. And then it's going to ask you to input the course ID and the enrollment key. So these two bolded things here. If you have an account already through Lumen Ohm, maybe you've done another math class or another class on campus that's used this, great, use that account, sign in, you're good. If you haven't, it's free. You sign up with your Duchess, so your SUNY Duchess email account, sign up with that, make sure you use that. Of course, free. And you're in. Once that happens, you'll then be able to jump into the course. And so once you do that, you log into Lumen after you've enrolled, you'll see something that looks like this. There's a couple of links here that are helpful. The grade book, you can check out your grades in here. There's a little calendar that you can check out. There's also this first folder, which we'll jump into in a second, that has the syllabus and some other important items just to get us going. And then you'll see the actual content of the course. So our first chunk of work is called Unit 1. This will be a separate video where I go through this. So let's get into the syllabus. Alright, so we're in this folder. The first thing you'll see is the syllabus. It's a PDF, so I'm going to open this up here. And we'll zoom in so we can see it a little bit better. Alright, so this is our syllabus for Math 109 Spring 2021. Some information here about me and how to contact me. The materials. There is no textbook you have to purchase. This is an OER, Open Educational Resources course. That means that the resources are either free or very close to free. In this case, the book is online. All the resources you're going to be using are free online for you. I am going to be asking you to use a calculator. You can use your own. If you have an actual calculator, great. If you don't and you want to use an online calculator, also great. Whatever's fine. If you want help finding a good online one, just let me know and I can show you a couple different ones that I've used in the past. And you just pick whichever one you like best. Alright, so what about this course? Like, how are we going to do this course? Well, again, all the resources are on Lumen, so make sure you go do the sign up for that first thing you do. We will also be meeting twice a week in this class, and we're going to meet through Zoom. So I've included here the meeting ID, which if you want to just click this link, you can do that too, but this is the meeting ID. There's no password. It's just that once you log in, I see that you're there, and I accept you into the room. So you have to make sure on Zoom then that you put your name as your username in Zoom. Okay, so that way I know it's you and I can let you in. Right? There will be assignments in this course, so let me actually scroll down there first. So let's go to the grading so we can talk about all the different assignments. There's written homework, computer homework, quick quizzes, and then each unit will have a project. So the total percentage is here for each of these. The way that this is going to work is we're going to meet every Monday and Friday that school is actually open, right? And what the quick quizzes are is that morning, it actually opens up before class, but you basically could think of it as right after class, what you can do is you could go to Lumen, do a quick quiz, 1-question quiz on what we did in class. You can do it right after class, couple hours, whatever. It'll just be due at 11:59 p.m. that day. That'll be reiterated in the Unit 1 video, but the quick quizzes are just 1-question quizzes. Do you think you got what's going on? Awesome. If not, we got to work on it. Computer homework, all again on Lumen. These are computer homework problems that you do just directly onto the computer. You see a question, you answer it. Type in your answer. Sometimes they're multiple choice too. Written homework, those are a little different. The written homeworks are going to be Word documents, PDFs, Excel files I give you. You then have to do work you put into those documents and you upload them. Again, I'll show you that in the Unit 1 video. And then the projects are relatively larger than any of the other items, the written homeworks, computer homeworks. But what they'll do is they'll kind of wrap up the entire unit in one big overall idea. So as an example, the Unit 1 project, you're doing some budgeting. Specifically in the budgeting, I'm asking you to do some work that involves doing percentages, doing units, so unit rates, things like that, unit price, all wrapping up Unit 1. If you need help, make sure you come talk to me. There are office hours, which I will post later. I don't have them set up yet, but I'll email you when those are up, and those are times you come in. You don't have to ask. I will be on Zoom those times. I will be checking email those times. If you need something, you let me know. If those don't work for you, since I've got a lot of students, not going to work for everyone, all you have to do, send me an email, can we meet this time, and I'll do my best to do that. It's best if you give me some buffer, right? If you email me, can we meet in an hour, that's going to be tough to do. But if you email me, can we eat tomorrow, we're not going to be eating. If we can meet tomorrow afternoon, 2 days from now, blah, blah, blah. That's perfect, all right? It is also very helpful when you email me to give me a range of times you have available. So it's much easier to work things out if you say I'm available from 9 to 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Does that work? That's easier to work with than just, can we meet at this time? All right, so try to do that when you're sending the emails to meet with me. There's also math and science tutoring in the Math and Science Center, so not only for this class, but your other classes that fit into this. You can click this link, gives you all the hours. Math 109 is a class this counts for, so make sure you use that if you want. You can sign up, you can go, doesn't cost anything extra. Down here you got the course description, just kind of telling us what this course is about, so this is important to read through. The academic accommodations, Title IX, and then a couple other things, academic integrity, make sure you read this. The one thing I'll say about the accommodations, if you have an accommodation that requires extra time on quizzes or tests, that's not going to be something that you need to use for this class, since all of the assignments are untimed. So even the quick quiz, you only have 1 day to do it, but you can open it up at any point and take as long as you want during that day to do it. There's no time limit on these. The same goes for the project, the written homework, everything else. You have, except for the quick quizzes, you have a minimum of 2 or 3 days ahead of time to do any of these assignments. So that's not a worry. Of course, there are other accommodations that you might need. You let me know. Captioning on videos, since it's not always perfect when it's automatically done by YouTube, and so that's something we can work on. Font issues on some of the assignments, if things are too small, I'm happy to make changes to blow things up for you. Lots of things that could happen. Just let me know if you need any of these, and the sooner the better. Don't cheat. It's pretty straightforward, but I'll be specific anyway. In this class, since there's nothing timed, you've got a lot of time to do the assignments, and so What I'm saying for your assignments is get help. Get help from me, get help from the tutoring center, talk to the other people in the class. You can Google ideas, you can Google, we're doing percentages, Google percentage problems. Try to see if you can find videos more than what I already give you, since I'll give you some, where people are doing those. You can check them out. What you shouldn't be doing are Googling specific problems I give you. You shouldn't be having another person do your work for you and just writing down what they tell you. Right? So those things are cheating, academic dishonesty. You need to make sure that you are doing your own work. If you write down a sentence or an equation or a calculation, you have to make sure you understand it and it's in, for at least sentences, your own words. All right? So asking for help from someone, that's great, myself included. But you've got to make sure you understand it and you can write it as your own when you go to actually hand in work. Right? But getting help is a great thing, so make sure you're getting help. If you are not sure, where the line is, because I can understand that that can seem, a little abstract maybe. Just let me know. Say, I want to get this help when I'm doing my assignments, and I'm doing this after. Is that okay? I'm happy to talk to you about that. Okay? So, lots of things on here. Just go through. If you need any help with anything, just let me know. The last thing that I didn't mention was the late assignments. So assignments are all due 11:59 p.m. Every due date, same time, 11:59 p.m. In general, the due date's the due date, and that's it. But of course, things happen. If something happens, you need to contact me as soon as possible. That's what I'll ask of you. Contact me as soon as possible, okay? If something happens to you and it's extreme and you're going to be out for, an extended period of time, you just talk to me about it. We'll work on it. This is also a very difficult time for everyone. So if you're having issues inside school just in general, if you're having issues outside of school, you don't have to be detailed with me. You just have to let me know that something's going on, and you have to let me know what you think you're able to do, and we'll talk about it. So I'm going to be strict about if you just forget something, that's not good enough. You're not going to get points for it. That's just boom, that's it. But if you come to me and say, maybe last semester I had some issues with scheduling things, or there's lots of scenarios. I'm a caretaker for a child, a parent, a brother, a whatever, and so I've got a lot of scheduling issues. I'll help you with it. We'll sit down, we can try to work out a schedule for you. We can try to, work things out. So you just got to come talk to me. That's the most important thing. If you're not sure about something, talk to me. That's number one. Just come talk to me. All right? So let me know what's going on, if there's anything going on. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Make sure you go through and understand everything in there. If you don't, let me know. Office hours will be updated here. Once I have them, I'll let you know what they are, but you'll always be able to see them here. And again, by appointment, other times in this also. Class meeting info is all here. I'm asking you to do an introductory discussion. We are not going to be doing these discussion forums continuously through the semester, but I wanted to get you to do one right away just so I can learn a little bit about you and you can learn a bit about each other. So follow the directions here. Make your own post answering these questions. Also comment on at least 2 other students' answers. And the comments should be more than, oh, nice, or wow, that's cool. But it doesn't have to be paragraphs, If you have an interest someone else has, a very similar pet situation, you want to do the same thing in terms of a job or career, you work at the same place, oh man, I didn't even know you worked there. Awesome. A little bit of that, great. Next is the link and directions for downloading Office. This is a must-have Microsoft Office. But because you're a student at DCC, you get Office for free. So again, You already paid for this by coming to DCC, so you might as well just get it because it's expensive if you aren't a student. So just do it. We're going to be using Word. We're going to be using Excel. We need those right away. The last thing on here, the online textbook is by Larson. Here's a video that kind of walks you through how to access it since it's online, and I've linked it, pretty consistently through the course. Specifically, go look at page this, right? Go read here. But it's good for you to just get into it, bookmark the book, the page the book is on, and then just get comfortable kind of playing around. So here's a little video you can watch on how to do that. Okay, so in the next video that I'm going to make, that I'm going to put in Lumen in Unit 1, so it will go at the top here. It'll just be going over Unit 1, talking a little bit about the structure, which will be very similar every single time, what work is coming up, what you should be doing.